Mendos presents 5 compliments which hit differently from older men. Have you Welcome, please hit the subscribe button. Ever noticed how certain compliments just land differently when they come from an older man? There's something about the way mature men speak that carries a weight younger guys just can't match. Today I'm breaking down 5 specific compliments that absolutely hit different when delivered by someone with life experience behind their words. Before we dive in, let me set something straight. This isn't about age gaps or anything weird. This is about understanding why certain words feel more meaningful when they come from someone who's lived through enough seasons to know what really matters. These compliments work because they're not trying to impress anyone. They're simply observations from someone who's seen enough to recognize authenticity when they encounter it. The first compliment that carries serious weight is telling a woman, "I appreciate how comfortable you are in your own skin." When a younger guy says this, it often feels like he's trying to sound deep or philosophical. But when an older man says it, there's an understanding behind those words that comes from watching countless people struggle with self-acceptance over the years. This compliment works because most women spend decades feeling like they're constantly being evaluated and judged. Society puts them under a microscope from a young age, and they often internalize that pressure. When someone who's mature enough to have moved beyond superficial judgments recognizes their self-comfort, it creates instant relief. It's like finally being seen for who they actually are rather than who they think they should be. The second compliment that hits differently is, "You have such a calming presence." In our hyper-connected, always-on world, finding genuine calm in another person is becoming increasingly rare. Younger men often mistake excitement for attraction, thinking they need to create chaos or intensity to be interesting. But older men understand that peace is actually magnetic. When an experienced man notices calmness in a woman, he's recognizing something that becomes more valuable with age. He's seen enough drama to know that someone who brings tranquility to a room is worth their weight in gold. This compliment tells her that she doesn't need to perform or create artificial energy to be captivating. The third compliment that carries special meaning is, "I genuinely enjoy the way your mind works." This one cuts straight to the core because it's about intellectual respect. Younger men often focus on physical attributes or try to impress with their own thoughts, but mature men have learned the art of genuine curiosity. This compliment works because it signals that he's actually listening to her thoughts rather than just waiting for his turn to speak. It tells her that her intelligence isn't threatening to him and that he finds her perspective valuable. For women who've often felt like their ideas were dismissed or overlooked, this recognition feels incredibly validating. The fourth compliment that resonates deeply is, "You don't feel the need to prove anything," and that confidence is attractive. Many women spend years feeling like they have to justify their choices, their careers, their lifestyle decisions to everyone around them. When an older man recognizes that she's moved beyond that need for external validation, it's powerful. This compliment acknowledges that she's reached a level of self-assurance that doesn't require constant reinforcement from others. It shows he understands that real confidence is quiet and doesn't need to announce itself. Coming from someone who's presumably reached that same place in his own life, the observation carries authentic weight. The fifth and most impactful compliment is, "Being around you feels effortless." This might sound simple, but it's actually profound. In a world where many relationships feel like work, where people often feel drained by social interactions, telling someone they bring ease to your life is incredibly meaningful. This compliment works because it addresses something most people secretly worry about: whether they're too much trouble, too complicated, or too demanding. When someone with enough life experience to know what drains energy tells you that you actually add lightness to their world, it's deeply reassuring. What makes all these compliments powerful when they come from older men is the absence of agenda. Younger men often compliment with the hope of getting something in return: attention, validation, or romantic interest. But men who've lived longer tend to offer observations simply because they've learned to appreciate authentic qualities when they see them. The key difference is intention. These aren't tactical moves designed to create attraction. They're genuine recognitions of valuable traits that become more apparent and appreciated with age and experience. Women can feel that difference instantly, and it's why these particular words carry so much more weight when spoken by someone who's earned the wisdom to truly mean them. That's the real secret behind why certain compliments hit different from older men. It's not about the words themselves, but about the life experience and genuine appreciation that gives those words their power.